This video is brought to you by Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series, and by Steamforged Games and their new book, Animal Adventures the Faraway Sea, setting sail on Kickstarter on July 20th. Hello and welcome to The Gallant Goblin. We just made a video recently highlighting our new friends and sponsor, Elder Dice and Infinite Black. We took a look at their various dice sets, which are super cool, and you can check that video out by clicking that link in the corner of your screen. For this video, I just wanted to show you this. This is their DM screen for D&D 5th edition, and I love it. This is exactly what I want in a DM screen. This is what I'm going to be using for almost every D&D game I play from now on, unless I need something very specific for a particular adventure. Many thanks to Elder Dice for sending this to me to review and for sponsoring an upcoming video. And if you like what you see, we have a discount code at the bottom of this video. So let me show you exactly why I like this so much. First, the basics. The screen is composed of 4 horizontal panels, and the whole thing measures in at 40 inches in length and 8.5 inches in height. Here it is, upside down. The side facing your players shows a row of esoteric tomes from the Miskatonic University's lower library, and apparently a skull over here that someone left on one of the shelves. And there's a lot of Easter eggs hidden here from the older mythos, and I'm going to let you discover those for yourself. But it's the GM side that's so special to me. I'm going to show you over here. We have 4 panels just chock full of information that you need to know when you're playing 5th edition. So lots of other screens tend to throw in a lot of white space and art and a couple of tables and a list of conditions, and that's about it. What I like about this one is they filled it up with useful information and they kept it readable, which can be really a challenge. The first panel over here lists our combat actions, including the rules for grappling, disarming, hiding, and stabilizing. You also have those special rules for flanking, opportunity attacks, shooting into melee, and tumbling. And you also have your usual and necessary list of conditions. The second panel is about fighting and moving. Rules for 2-weapon fighting, crits, knocking a creature out, instant death, death saving throws, taking damage when you're at 0 hit points, climbing, falling, jumping, swimming, fighting underwater, and suffocation. These are the rules with some nuance, and it's good to have the actual text handy because a lot of these rules you don't want to mess up, and you never know when they're going to come up. Also, if you're like me and you're bouncing between 5e and Pathfinder and Starfinder and Delta Green and Call of Cthulhu and Vampire the Masquerade, well, it's really easy to forget what triggers an attack of opportunity in each system, for example. So having those rules at a glance really keeps the game moving. The third panel gives us the rules on flying, crawling, cover, resting, mounted combat, resistance and vulnerability, passive checks, and madness. The final column reminds us what all those weapon properties mean, like finesse, heavy, light, loading, reach, and versatile. It also gives us rules for lances and nets. Did you even remember that there were rules for lances? I don't think that that's ever come up in my games, but now that I have these, you better believe it's going to come up with some of the enemies because the rules are right here and they're really interesting and I want to use them. So my enemies are going to have lances from now on. And the last table over here is for tables. We have a weapon table with everything you need to know for the various weapons in D&D, plus the same thing for armor. And finally, you've got a great addition, one that we should be using more often based on everything that characters in our stories go through. We have the short-term madness table. So that's a lot, but honestly, there are rules that I'd love to have handy that just didn't make the cut for the DM screen. Well, the DM screen also comes with an insert here. This is like those kind of reference guides that you got in school or in college to remind you of the APA formatting rules or basic programming commands. They had one for every subject in the school bookstore. And this insert gives us a lot more room for rules, and it can stand up on the table if you have more secret stuffs that you want to hide from your prying eyes of the players. The first page has the rules for concentration, advantage and disadvantage, squeezing, working together, group checks, exhaustion, food and water for those hardcore DMs out there, and the long-term madness table. The next page here includes the indefinite madness table, which I don't even remember seeing before. And it also has the travel pace rules, forced march rules, mounts and vehicles, difficult terrain, and the vision and light rules. Finally, on the back, you have a table with adventuring gear that your party may want to purchase, and then the open gaming license, which made all of this possible and which they're legally obligated to include. So this is fantastic, exactly what I want. All the chunky rolls that I need, including things that I sometimes just throw out because I don't want to waste the time to look them up. And it not only has all the rules, but it's laid out in a logical, easy to read format. Having that extra insert here is handy. It's such a nice little bonus too. So yeah, this is my new DM screen and I love it. It's not fancy, it's not made of rare wood, and it doesn't have shelves and LEDs and a drink dispenser, but it has that information that I want at my fingertips, and it's so easy to read. This DM screen is available on the Infinite Black website for $19.99, but we have a link in the video description down below and in the top pinned comment, which will give you 10% off the DM screen and a ton of other things on the Infinite Black / Elder Dice web store. And check out those dice if you haven't seen them already. They're pretty awesome, and they have the same attention to detail that the DM screen does. Use that eye in the corner of your screen to see what I mean. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. I also want to thank the sponsor for this video, Hit Point Press, and their Big Bad Booklet series, a monthly zine about boss monsters for 5th edition. You can get the booklets in a digital format or as a printed zine like a comic book, along with a set of reference cards each month. And each one lets you run a fun and engaging adventure with your group each month. You can do a standalone adventure or incorporate it into your campaigns with the included story hooks. This month, come meet Wranrebur, a demon who sows violence and chaos to satiate himself. Will you feed into his bloody desires, or can you starve Wranrebur before he gets too powerful? Learn more and subscribe today at bigbads.com. And we also want to thank our new sponsor, Steamforged Games, and their upcoming book, Animal Adventures: The Faraway Sea, hitting Kickstarter on July 20th. Behind the scenes here at the Gallant Goblin, we're gearing up to run our own little Animal Adventures campaign that I'm really excited about. These books present a setting that's very much like your typical Forgotten Realms, but there's a large number of awakened animals like cats and dogs. The first book here, Secrets of Gullet Cove, introduced their city and gave you everything you needed to play as a cat or dog. The new book, hitting Kickstarter next month, adds a whole slew of new awakened animal races suitable to its new nautical island setting. Plus, it has a whole new setting, new campaign rules, new monsters and NPCs, and 3 new adventures to enjoy. Check out the link in the video description down below to sign up to be notified when the Kickstarter launches on July 20th. You don't want to miss their Kickstarter exclusive Baby Kraken Mini. That's Animal Adventures: The Faraway Sea. And thank you for watching today. We have a ton of fun with our Patreon family. Come and join us at patreon.com/thegallantgoblin. Also check out our merch store for some really cool stuff that we've been adding, including our new Rainbow Dragon Pride t-shirt here. It's at gallantgoblin.com/shop. And don't forget that Elder Dice discount link down below to get yourself some awesome dice and accessories. For now, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.